Investment in Spanish startups fell 49% in the first half of 2023 to €1,015 million after signing the worst quarter since 2020 amid economic uncertainty and lower valuations of tech giants. According to data from the Bank Inter Foundation's Startup Ecosystem Observatory, collected by EFE, 207 investment transactions were closed in Spanish startups between January and June 2023, compared to 241 in the same period of the previous year. In the first quarter of 2023, investment in startups fell 46.2% to nearly $660 million in 104 deals, while in the second quarter the decline was 53% to $355.6 million in 103 deals. Between April and June, the Spanish entrepreneurial ecosystem experienced its worst quarter in terms of investment since the last quarter of 2020, when the restrictions caused by the coronavirus pandemic were still in force after a year of decline. In fact, investments have not stopped falling since the second quarter of 2022 and are at a level significantly lower than in 2021, when it recorded its best year since record-keeping began. The slowdown, which Mario Tejero, director of StartMUP and M&A Tech at Deloitte, explained to EFE, was caused by the war in Ukraine, the fall in the value of tech giants, and the subsequent bankruptcy of financial institutions directly or indirectly linked to the global ecosystem. Such factors related to the rise we have seen in startup valuations in recent years have made venture capital become more cautious and prefer greater prudence, he said. These reasons were also cited by South Summit and PwC in their 2022 report, where they noted that the entrepreneurial ecosystem has been impacted by the geopolitical situation and macroeconomic uncertainty. Despite this context, Tejero believes that for the end of the year and next year 2024, the winds of improvement and more optimistic views are blowing, mainly due to some funds being more cautious and waiting for funds to calm down. Average value falls. The average value of deals closed in the first half of the year totaled $4.9 million, down 40.3% from the same period last year. In fact, between January and June 2023, 4 rounds closed for more than €50 million, compared to 8 in the first half of 2022, and only 2 exceeded €100 million, compared to 5 a year earlier. Venture capital funds were the main source of investment by startups in the first half of 2023, investing €380.74 million, although their contribution was down 68% year-on-year. Corporate funds invested €289.7 million, down 29% from a year earlier, and crowdfunding transactions amounted to €9 million, half the amount invested a year earlier. At the other end of the spectrum, private equity funding rose 48% to €158 million, while investment in special purpose vehicles, SPVs, the fourth largest source, increased 19-fold to €107 million. Foreign investment falls. In the first 6 months of 2022, foreign investment fell 65% to $254 million, while mixed investment fell 59% to $421 million. On the other hand, local investment rose 43% to $340 million. By sector, financial technology, fintech, and insurance, insurtech companies accounted for the largest amount of investment, with almost $155 million, 16% of the total, following a 28% decline, followed by mobility and logistics, with $141.9 million, minus 37%, and travel and tourism, with $122 million, minus 72%. Of the top 10 sectors by investment volume, only 3, classified companies, energy and marketing, managed to improve their performance compared to 2022, while business and tourism saw the largest declines. In terms of companies, the main investment rounds closed during the half-year were Fever, $101 million, Cabify, $101 million, Wallapop, $81 million, Solarmente, $50 million, and Student Finance, $39 million. In terms of sales, there were 31 transactions totaling $980 million, down 22% in volume, but 40% in activity. In terms of sales, there were 31 transactions totaling $980 million, down 22% in volume.